Rock 1 2x1 KFMA and Beef Vegan Presents. Welcome back to the show. We are live on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/Beef Vegan, and our next guest knows how to make friends. He is participating in the Meet the Chef competition. He is a chef from El Corral, the legendary restaurant, and he brought cookies. And we're already just like, yes, Chef Casey, you're already our favorite. We were bitching already, over the past couple weeks. Like, we're meeting all these great chefs, and none of them are bringing food, right? Like, when's one of these chefs going to bring in some food? And then Chef Casey to the rescue. Yeah. You brought these fantastic cookies. The two different type of cookies you brought, again, were what?
One we're calling a Sonoran Doodle. So it's a snickerdoodle made with some love from the Sonoran Desert. Mm-hmm. And then the other one is a honey roasted peanut butter cookie.
Yeah, that honey roasted peanut butter cookie was my favorite.
The Sonoran Doodle kind of also sounds like a name of a dog on the south side, you know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful dog. Beautiful coat.
Absolutely, dude. Now, El Corral is one of the places that you drive by like on River, right? And I drive by, and I haven't had the occasion yet, right? Where I'm like, I need an occasion because this is a place that's legendary. Yeah. It's historic. Yeah. And it's a steakhouse. So I know that I'm going to go there. I'm going to feast well.
Yes.
And it's going to be, and it could be a pretty penny, but not necessarily, huh?
No, not at the legendary El Corral Prime Rib House.
Yeah.
No, it's affordable. I mean, steakhouses are steakhouses. So there's a certain amount of there, but we try to keep everything affordable. So you're going to leave feeling happy. And if you go with the Catalina cut, which is a full pound, post cook weight,
is that what I'm showing on the screen right now? Because that ribeye looks amazing. Yeah, amazing.
That's just. I mean, this is going to sound like we're being egotistical. That's what we do every day. That's not that weird.
That's the El Corral way.
That's how we do. That's why we're legendary. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They serve excellence.
That nothing but.
Yeah. How long has El Corral been in operation?
So it's been a restaurant since 1939.
Damn, dude. You're coming up on a centennial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. How long have you been chef at El Corral?
I have been working there for 20 years.
Okay, 20 years, really? Did you work your way up to executive chef?
Sort of. I started as a manager, and then I've taken a journey around the company. So the same company also does Pinnacle Peak and Shelbystown across town.
Yeah.
And so I moved into the executive chef role as part of, it's one of the hats I wear while I do all the rest of it too.
Yeah.
So I've been doing it a minute.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Let's, we're going to be going down the rabbit hole on some of the menu here. Right off the bat, I'm an appetizer guy. So I see the Sonoran chilies.
Yeah.
Which explain that to me. Cause this is a poblano pepper stuffed with prime rib.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Explain this to me.
Well, I mean, not to be rude, but I mean, what more do you need to know?
Right.
I mean, it's a poblano pepper that we roast, and then we take out the seeds to, make sure it's not hot, which poblanos aren't. Then we take prime rib that we cooked a little bit longer and stuff it in there with some pico, a couple of little spices, and put some a little more sauce on top.
It's crazy too, because then you're like, okay, if you're in the mood for prime rib, then from beginning to end, I'm only on the appetizers right now, and I'm seeing like several of these appetizers stuff with prime rib. Yeah. So it's like you get a little prime rib before your prime rib, and then do you have a prime rib dessert?
Not yet.
You got to work on that, right?
No, we've got the adobe mud pie for dessert.
Okay.
But beef dessert. All right, I'm listening. Maybe it's special this summer. We'll find a way to work it into sweets.
You would have to, because I'm, looking at, obviously, we started with the Sonoran chilies, but even their stuffed mushroom is filled with shredded prime rib, peppers, cream cheese, and onion.
Well, listen, when you have delicious prime rib available,
right?
Like as an example, so we're doing a happy hour right now, right?
Okay.
We're a restaurant that likes making people happy.
Yeah.
And, why not make them extra happy for an hour? So there is a chimichanga on that one that we just did a couple 3 weeks ago, just for funsies. And it is really fantastic because it's basically a prime rib chimichanga.
Is it a full size?
It's a full size. It's on the happy hour menu. And it was really funny because we were talking about it, and I was chatting. I was like, "Hey, have anyone done like a burrito with a prime rib in here?" And they're like, "No." I was like, "No one, not even on like a staff, just like
yeah,
right." Like, no, I was like, "What if we did a chimichanga?"
Yes.
And so it's a legit chimichanga, and for a lot of the folks that I've been with when they tried it, they're like, "This is honestly top 3 chimichangas I've had."
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's made with prime rib. Come on,
Yeah. It's
how bad could it be?"
top quality.
I mean,
So
it
that's
makes
something.
a lot of sense. Like, why limit prime rib to just prime rib? Like, it's
Yeah.
it's very versatile.
Why do we have all these limits in our life?
You put it on a salad.
Let's not limit ourselves for this. You could prime rib on a salad. Why not?
Yeah.
You can make the salad out of the prime rib. Just get rid of the lettuce. It's just filler anyway.
Right. And when it comes to prime rib, I don't know if anyone does it better than El Corral. With over 50 years of experience, taught them how to make the most tender and delicious prime rib. 3 different cuts available: the Corral cut, the Arizona cut, and the Catalina cut.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on how much you want to stuff your face with, and all served with the side of their famous tamale pie. It screams Tucson and Sonora delicacy. So obviously the prime rib, chimichanga was a menu item that you added as an executive chef. Anything else that you added to this menu in particular, personally?
There's another dish. We have something called the Sailor's Meat Suppers. And it's like it's a little earlier in the evening, maybe for the earlier birds that want to come out and have dinner before it gets dark and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there's a Tucson chicken dish there that is one of the ones that I helped with, and then a lot of the things that is kind of my influence is a little bit more like things you wouldn't necessarily know that we did anything different.
Okay, yeah.
It's like it'll be adjustments in seasonings or things behind the scenes,
small touches, just to make it better and continue to keep the legacy going for the next 100 years.
That's the goal.
I love that. Have you participated in a cooking competition before?
Yes, but not this one.
Okay. Yeah, this is a big one, and I'm excited for it. So we've been asking all of our participating chefs, 17 of them, going to Meet the Chefs competition, May 17th.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's a lot of competition.
Oh, my goodness.
Right? Obviously,
no pressure.
What's great for the people that participate in Meet the Chefs is they get to have samples from all these fantastic places and possibly discover your next favorite restaurant and also root on your favorite chef.
Right.
Have you revealed what you're going to be offering to the public that show up May 17th?
No, we like a little mystery.
Okay. Okay.
We want a little smoke and mirrors with this.
Okay.
No, what we're doing, we're doing our best to consolidate a steakhouse experience with a couple little twists and turns.
I'm going to get prime rib, huh? Am I getting a prime rib bite? Come on. You're the prime rib guy. You got me bringing prime rib.
We're putting in a chimichanga. Do you think we're not going to bring it to the occasion?
Come on. Yeah. You got the prime rib hookup. I'm sure you got like a corral in the back with all the freshest cattle and stuff. I mean, honestly.
Sure. Yeah, that's 100% how we're doing it. Yeah, that's part of the job.
It's mood to table, right?
Yeah. No, a lot of chefs don't want to talk about that part. No, we're bringing it in.
I have some more ideas because now you got me thinking about prime rib would be so good in like an egg roll. Fried
why not?
egg roll, or like on a pizza.
Yeah, why not?
Prime rib is good with everything. That's the thing with prime rib.
So stop thinking about it.
Yeah, you can. I mean, it's like birria is the current darling, right?
Yes, it is,
and you can find that in just about anything. It's a hop, skip, and a jump away from prime rib. So I just made so many people upset with that comparison. I know it.
That's all right.
But it's just 3 of us chatting, so this isn't a big deal.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, actually, we're going to keep this conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. But I'd like to thank on air Chef Casey for coming in. El Corral is the restaurant. Of course, the legend El Corral. Check them out. They got happy hour prices, and they're coming up on 100 years in operation. So you can't really be a Tucsonan if you haven't been to El Corral. And of course, Chef Casey participating at Meet the Chefs May 17th, Desert Diamond Sayurita. Thank you, Chef Casey. We'll do a couple more minutes diving down the menu here on the podcast broadcast and have Kendall pitch you all these prime rib combinations.
Good.
And then when we come back, we're going to break down another round of Tap Out with Chef Michael Elefante. Stick around. It's Rock 102.1 Caveman. All right, clear. Now we're just on the stream.
Yeah, I feel like Bubba and Forrest Gump. I'm like prime rib, egg roll,
prime rib. I did have a prime rib pizza, and it was with Chef Matt, who owns Sino Pepe, right? And this was at Fresco. They do like a pizza thing. So what happened was he was doing a catering event, and he had a leftover prime rib from the night before. And then he made this thing was the most decadent, and it was on like a focaccia. And it was amazing. It was so good. But it's so expensive to make, right? You couldn't sell it. Like you go like, here's a $60 pizza. No one's gonna buy it. But for this competition, it was great. I was so full because it's pizza competition. I was like bursting at the seams, but still on my way out, I was just like, one more. Oh, it was so good.
I bet you get the meat sweats after that.
Oh my God, dude. I was on a coma after that, but it was worth it. Yeah. So like, just like excellent example with the beer yep. I mean, obviously prime rib is just so delicious that it's going to elevate anything that you
pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, wait until we figure out some way to work it into a dessert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good.
Speaking of desserts, I mean, Kendall's eating these cookies. Yeah.
I was going to ask about something blasphemous.
Go for it.
Have you seen anyone eat prime rib with like ketchup or just something?
That's messed up.
Yeah. No, I mean, the thing is, people like what they like. You know what I mean? And if that's normal to them, then who am I to say?
That's the manager side speaking.
Yeah, it's like, it's type of thing. It's like, ultimately, we're in the business of fun.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to make a mistake like that, they're welcome to. It's fine.
Yeah, it is a mistake, though.
What are you going to do? It's like, if that's how they like it, that's how they like it.
Yeah.
Get out. You're 86.
Well, it'd be funny, too, because if you're like, honestly, no, not with the ketchup. They'll be like, well, this isn't very good. You're like, well, because their baseline now includes ketchup.
Right.
Like I was telling a person that they eat A1 with steak every time they eat steak, right? And I'm like, well, now steak doesn't taste like steak to them.
It tastes like A1.
It tastes like A1.
Right.
But their quality now, like the frame of reference now includes A1 in the flavor.
Mm.
So like if you gave them one without A1, they'd be like, well, this doesn't taste right.
Right.
When you're like, what are you talking about? This is perfectly prepared and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. It's grass fed and it's everything. Yeah. It's all the good stuff.
This doesn't taste right. You're like, no, I promise you it tastes great. And they're like, it doesn't have A1.
Taste right.
Yeah. But it doesn't have A1. And you're like, yeah, well, it's like adjusted their whole flavor of what it's supposed to taste like.
Right.
Right? No, same thing with ketchup. Someone likes it with ketchup, like that doesn't make sense to me, but if that's what they're into.
Like you just spent $50 for a slab of meat and you put ketchup on it and just order some fries at McDonald's and go away.
Yeah, I mean, I got ways that you could probably say some, adjust your budget, but like at the same time, if that's what you're about, cool. You do you.
Yeah.
No.
Where's it? Hold on, we have to wrap things up. But was there anything? I know, and honestly, we need more time. But we have Chef Michael waiting, and we got to get into tap out.
Oh, Elefante.
Yeah, Elefante. Yeah. But was there anything that we didn't get to that we could mention? Maybe clip up later on the stream.
I mean, it's Mother's Day is this Sunday.
Okay,
So if you are fortunate enough to have a mother in your life, you want to treat her the way that she needs to be treated, then how better than treat her to legendary El Corral Prime Rib House?
That's true.
We even have a special that includes a lemon bar, and it's a little less expensive to make it easier to take care of mom. Come on.
There you go. I might have my mom come down for that. And honestly, like I said, it's been on the top of my list of like, I have to. Every time I drive by El Corral, I'm like, damn, I have to. So I'm make sure.
Well, now you know somebody, so it's like your list of excuses getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah, no, I'll be there within
yourself a favor.
Within 30 days, I'm going to do this.
30 days. All right.
Within 30 days.
Within 30 days.
Absolutely. And then I'm going to see you May 17th.
Not even a fortnight.
Exactly.
Within the month. Like, okay.
Yeah. Chef Casey, we'll definitely have you in again. We'll definitely talk this up. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Likewise.
And good luck meet the chefs.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course. All right. We're going to hit the reset.
I need it.
This is our show open from this morning. Be back with Chef Michael Elefante right after this. Stick around.
Raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Streamer worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Thursday, Beef Games Day. I'm Rock 102.1 KFMA. Good morning, Kendall.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. What a great show we got lined up for you today. Lots of things to give away as we count down the minutes until we take over the stage at St. Philip's Plaza Union for the second part of Beef Games. Not even second annual. So it's our second run at it. Lots of giveaways to give away. We'll get to that at that point. But today on the show, I'm still going to hook you up with tickets for Rage in a Cage, tickets for Meet the Chefs. Yes, we got tickets for that. And we're going to do a round of tap out with Chef Michael and Mama Louisa later on. So lots of things to get to. And speaking of Rage in the Cage, It was an excellent night for fighting last night with the Bare Knuckle Championship. Alex the Terrible made his BKFC debut last night in an extravaganza of an event. This was a crazy event because Alex Terrible, he's the lead singer of Slaughter to Prevail, right? Russian and just a maniac. He's insane, legitimately insane, but also comes off as like a nice guy. And he signed up to do some bare knuckle fighting just because he wanted to live. He wasn't getting paid for it, nothing. And then on top of that, he's like, not only will I fight for free, but my band Slaughter Prevail will perform right before I fight. And then after the fight, we're going to perform again, right? And he wasn't alone on that card. I mean, it was a stacked bill with Black Label Society, Crowbar, and more, all playing a rock show before the bare knuckle fighting happened. And this happened in Daytona Beach, Florida. Now, there's a recap. Now, unfortunately, Alex the Terrible did not win his fight against his opponent, Cameron Delano, but it was an excellent fight. It ended in the third round with less than 2 minutes left, and it was a back and forth all night long, and I have some audio of that. This was the end of the fight. Listen to this.
Push ball on the inside, back to the mid-range, right hand from Delano. You can see Alex feels like he has to come in and get a knockdown. What about hand from Alex the Terrible on the counter, and knockdown number 3 of Alex the Terrible, recorded by Cameron Delano. And he's bleeding pretty good. He's hurt. Let this go. The assessment from Andrew Glenn. Wow. This fight is over. Victory for Cameron Delano.
It was tough. It was, like I said, 3 rounds, and bare knuckle fighting is basically like 100 rounds.
It's only a matter of time where people are going to have signs that say Alex is terrible.
No,
you know?
Well, see, that's the thing. The haters like to celebrate this kind of stuff. But honestly, any fight fans and anyone that's been in a situation like that can recognize how tough someone is and how good he did look. Getting into the 3rd round in bare knuckle fighting, bare knuckle fighting is designed to end in 15 seconds or less. It is a TikTok sport, meaning that these fights are so engaging, but they're so quick and they're so violent that they're usually end in less than a minute. For him to get into the 3rd round and look as good as he did was a testament to him, because he's not full-time fighter. He's full-time rock star. He's full-time lead singer on tour. In fact, actually, he's performing at the Rockville Festival tomorrow. So he's not taking any days off. And after the fight, this is what he had to say about his experience.
A lot of people says I'm tough. I'm not tough. I'm scared literally of everything, but I try to fight my fears. This is why I do this. You know what I mean? And I hope you guys love these shows. I hope you guys love these fights. Awesome bands. For me, it's a fucking honor, you know?
All right, so it was an honor for Slaughter to Prevail and Alex Terrible to perform in front of the Daytona Beach crowd there and put up such a good fight. He did show respect to his opponent. And the only thing that was a bummer for Alex is that they did not allow him to perform after the fight, because when you get into a bare knuckle fight, you're busted up pretty bad. But he's so hardcore that this morning, early in the morning, he's up and he's already taken to Instagram to talk about it and show off his face and his war wounds. Listen to this.
All right, guys. Yes, I'm lost. It's sad. I'm fucking sad. But at the same time, I don't feel shame, because I believe I did everything I could do. And Cameron, respect. You hit like a fucking bull. Look at my face. You motherfucker. And my plan was perform before the fight and after the fight, but venue said no. I could do that easily, even with this fucking face. So Rockville and Sonic Temple, don't stress. I will be there. I will give you my energy 100%, and I will see you there. Respect for all the fighters fought yesterday. Respect for all the bands played yesterday. I believe we made the history, guys. Thank you for your support. Haters, this is your best day in your fucking life. My ass got whooped again. 2-2, bare knuckle. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the coolest kind of response after that, too.
I lost, but it's okay.
Yeah.
cheers to my haters. Throw back the vodka.
Yeah, I mean,
wrestle better next week and get my ass kicked again. It's great.
These Russians are built different, and honestly, he's 2-2. That means he wins fights. And then when you get into the ring, it could go either way. Nobody ends their fights and their career undefeated unless you're Floyd Mayweather. So fantastic performance from Alex Terrible, just showing how much of a beast that man is. And again, even with his face swollen up, and he's in pain. Right? He's going to be going on a stage and screaming his lungs out tonight and tomorrow. No breaks, no rest for the wicked. So if you're waking up today and you're feeling a little sore or a little under the weather and you just want to like bitch out, be like, what would Alex the Terrible do? I mean, honestly, if I stub my toe, I'm going to make sure I say, yeah, that feels good. Because any owl is going to make me feel less than. But it was amazing. You see all the clips on the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship Instagram page. We're going to have a fantastic show for you today. Your Morning Morons coming up after music from Seether. Starting things off with a throwback from AC/DC. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Beef Vegan presents. But you know the name of the show. Give me a rush and let's go.
Let's go.
There, that was...
You nailed that.
Yeah, that was Kendall's Russian Let Go. All right, so we got Chef Michael Elefante in studio now. We're going to be doing a round of tap outs, giving up to $125 in gift certificates to Mama Louisa's Italian Restaurante. We're going to do an Italian tap out, which Michael said yesterday, that sounds like a submission move.
Yeah, sounds like a WWE move.
Yeah, Ivan should have did or Alex should have did the Italian tap out on him, but it wasn't MMA, so you had to knock out.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tekla should have put me in an
Italian tap out. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we were talking about Alex and how hardcore he was, and just even losing the fight, but not missing. He's not going to miss a single concert date. He's going to scream just as hard. He's going to go as hardcore. And honestly, massive respect. And nobody watched that fight and is walking away being like, sucker, you lost. No, they're just like, you're tough as shit, dude. You're a maniac. And you don't need to do this. Even more importantly, he didn't get paid. He doesn't need it. He's on tour. He's in the middle of tours, middle of playing, like he's about to play Rockville, which is a massive festival. He's getting paid bank. He has like several houses, several cars, wife and kids. He's good. He's set. Usually that's where people get soft in life, right?
No, not him.
No. He's like, let's harden it up. So,
yeah. Let's go ice plunge in the Russian frozen plains.
You're right. Yeah.
The icy terrain.
Yes.
That's how I'll ice my face.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for moose and squirtle.
Right now, okay. So
Are you
this
a Russian spy. She's nailing these.
She's
Russian
good.
things.
Oh, give him the RFK Jr. impersonation. It's funny.
I hear that they're putting oils in the pasta at Mama Louisa's. Don't go.
No, we don't want to say that though.
No, we don't want to say that. We're back on the air.
Bad saying.
Yeah, Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back.
It wasn't me. It was RFK. Said that.
I know.
What happened? I blacked out for a second.
Right. All right. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We got Chef Michael Elefante from Mama Louisa's Italian Restaurante in studio. We're going to do a round of tap out here in a little bit with Chef Michael. But before we do that, tonight we're doing beef games, of course, St. Philip's Plaza. And honestly, Chef Michael and Chef Gary are the reason why I wanted to do beef games at St. Philip's Plaza, because each year they do their knife fight competition, which is much like Iron Chef, but it's for sous chefs. It's for all different types of chefs to kind of throw their name in a hat. And they host their finale at St. Philip's Plaza. It's always wildly entertaining. It's always a party, and the setup is perfect for it. And now just like, we got to do something like that. And sure enough, we're able to, and it works. And so thank you for the inspiration there, Michael.
You're welcome.
And the game that we're going to play tonight, we played last time. It'll be for the Shinedown tickets. The game is actually not an original game. This is the only non-original game that we're playing for Beef Games, because I'm such a fan of this game, and it's an independent game maker sold exclusively at Tucson Games and Gadgets, one of our sponsors. The game is called Punish Me Daddy.
Oh,
the party game. Now, the funny thing about this game, it's awesome. It's designed to embarrass you and your friends, right? And basically, what you do is you pull a dare card, right? And then you add it with a twist card. And if you can't complete it, then you must take a punishment. So here's an example that's on the box, right? The dare would be act like an angry chihuahua, right? And then the twist is tie your hands together behind your back. while doing it, right? And if you can't, complete that, then the punishment, as an example on the box, is wear your clothes backwards for the rest of the game. Now, there are certain punishments that we're not going to be able to do on St. Philip's Plaza. And for the sake of time and making everything kind of like flow, I kind of want to go through these cards with you guys, kind of pick out what the best stipulations will be. And I think we should start with the punishments. Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's the best part.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And now keep in mind, there'll be some stuff that you'll be like, yeah, do that. But I'll have to say the lawyer won't let us do that. Right. If it gets
legal.
Legal. Right. But so this will, again, you'll be able to see this stuff in person tonight. So punishments. Let's see. Punishment, plank for 1 minute.
That's an exercise.
Yeah, I mean, that could be all right.
Yeah, I think
that's a healthy punishment.
That is a healthy punishment. That's a test. I like that punishment. All right. Get tickled by everyone playing for 15 seconds.
Yes.
Okay.
I would be so mad if I got that. I'd be swinging on people. I hate being tickled.
Hard, yes. That's good. That's good. We're going to just compile these. We don't know how many of these will actually be used tonight. Again, because if they execute the dare and the twist, they won't need to take the punishment. But at least we know we have some good punishments that'll be entertaining for our audience, and also will be punishments in case they can't pull it off. All right. Punishment, you can only whisper for the rest of the game. This is overridden if it conflicts with your next turns, but you must go back to whispering immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
No? Dump that. Okay. All right. Order pizza for everyone. No, can't do that. Let's see.
I mean, that's like the grand finale punishment right there, depending on how many people. That proof's right there.
Oh, we had over 500 people last time, and this time it's going to be even more probably. So that's a lot. And yeah, with proof pizza, which is delicious pizza, but you're talking about $30.
It ain't no hot and ready's.
It ain't no hot and ready's. That's going to add up. All right, here we go. Post an embarrassing status on social media and keep it there for the rest of the game.
That was pretty good.
Okay, yeah. Everyone has their phones on.
You got to figure out what the status would be.
Well, I could post it. I mean, I could. Yeah, I'd be like, "Give me your phone."
You're just gonna do it.
Yeah. And then say something like,
I forgot to flush the toilet today or something.
Something like that. I'm probably more graphic than that. We'll brainstorm off air after that.
Okay.
Something about they forgot their socks. They're not allowed to wear socks anymore today or something. From bathroom was out of toilet paper. Or something,
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. See, you know what? And I say I like where your mind's thinking, because my mind obviously immediately goes to the perverse, and it's just not cool. So you're like, yeah, I only wore one sock today because I had to use my other one to wipe. And I just wanted to share that with all my family and friends on Facebook.
And it was messy. There you go.
Good thing I wore the long tube socks,
The ankles weren't going to cut it.
Right. So we're going through punishments for Punish Me Daddy, again, for the game tonight for those Shine Down tickets, which you could play for and participate in. This punishment, move in slow motion until your next turn. If anyone catches you moving faster, you fail. No? Okay. That's true. Okay. Hold water in your mouth until your next turn. You can't drink it, spill it, or spit it out from laughing.
That could be maybe doable.
Okay. Okay.
Especially if there's funny stuff going on and they just like spew it all over everybody.
There's definitely going to be funny stuff. Yeah. Strip to your underwear, stay like that for the rest of the game. Can't do that.
Why not?
I think, because we're going to be at St. Philip's Plaza. And the lawyer would completely freak out about that. There's liability things, because anything that would be like, someone feels like they were violated, right? So I'll try to protect that. I mean, it's fun. I know. This is when you play this game amongst friends.
You volunteer to be violated.
But yeah, I know. But when you play this game amongst friends, best game ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we played this game, me and Rico, my friends, Corey and Wendy, while we're drunk in Rocky Point. Blast, dude. We were rolling.
There was 3 dudes in that. I was hoping there was
No, Corey's a girl. Corey's a girl.
I know. I was
Yeah.
Me, Rico.
Two guys
in our underwear.
Yeah. Turned into an orgy. It was amazing. It didn't, but still. All right. Have everyone playing come up with a punishment for you? No. Don't blink for 30 seconds. If you blink, you fail.
No.
That's kind of tough. All right. You're tough. Choose a player to slap your ass as hard as possible and yell, "Punish me, daddy."
Didn't we have that card draw last beef game?
It was a slap my ass. I don't know if he yelled out, "Punish me, daddy," to be honest with you.
It was definitely an ass slap, and that I think the lawyer would say no to.
Well, I will say this. The guy who got his ass slapped was crying about it. So,
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Get sprayed down by a hose. No, can't do that. That's great, though. Take a shot of any condiment in the fridge.
Yeah. Union's got some condiments.
They got condiments.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
that one's got to be in there.
We'll pick a good one.
Take and post the ugliest selfie you can on your profile picture. Leave it up for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Okay. We could do that, and we might even get some
They
followers.
got to do
on
like
that.
the like.
Yeah, I got to be the triple chin.
I'll tell you what,
Unflattering.
and I won't say on your social media. I'll post it on my social media, and that way I can get more people following my social media. Do 30 jump jacks fast as possible. No, I don't want to do that. Tuck in your shirt, let everyone playing drop an ice cube and completely let them melt away. So drop an ice cube into your shirt.
Oh, so it can come out.
Yeah, and it melts away.
Oh, that's good.
That's great. Yeah, I like that one. I like that. All right, so again, we're coming up with punishments for tonight's Punish Me Daddy. Now, which ones will be chosen? We don't know. We're going to select those by random, but we're definitely cherry picking which ones we can choose from so we don't waste any time. Take a bite out of a lemon or a lime. I'd have to have that prepped.
That would be better if it was
we'll
like an onion.
Yeah.
We got the supplies at Union, so keep that one.
Oh, let everyone playing draw something on your face. Definitely using that one. Move on to the next player. No. Give yourself a wedgie. Yes, give yourself a wedgie.
That's tough.
Hell yeah.
I mean, women kind of already have one a lot of the times
That's
because
true.
of our types of
They don't rank it
underwears.
up like super high. How high
No.
have you pulled up your underwear just to test out your ability to take it?
I mean, I don't test that out. No, not at all. But it does like get more stuck as the day goes on.
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, I'm sure your ass has swallowed all underwear. It just disappeared. You're like, I thought I was wearing underwear today. Remove your underwear. Keep it off the rest of the game. Can't do that. Let everyone playing whip you with a belt. Don't want to do that. Liability. Pour a glass of ice cold water on your head. We already got ice cube here. Have everyone playing take off their shoes and smell each of their feet.
Ooh. That's rank.
Michael just shakes his head furiously. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that.
You like feet, Michael?
No. I just know there's some stanky ones out there.
Yeah.
It's going to be like you might get a couple good ones, and then all of a sudden there's just going to be one that's going to just
Get
green
your odor
odor comes
eaters.
out
Yeah.
as soon as they take them off.
Not good. Now this game, we kind of like this game's or beef games itself. A lot of games are kind of quick, stick and move type games. This game's going to be a good 10-minute game. It's going to be fun. I'm going to make sure I don't rush through this game so we get the most out of it. It's going to be a competition. Again, for Shine Down tickets, I might even splash the pot, depending on how well everyone does. Have everyone playing insult you one at a time.
Yeah, that could be good.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's see. Give or send everyone $1. Not gonna do that. Stay in the middle of the room while everyone shakes their head in disappointment for at least 15 seconds. Feel the shame. No. Tie your hands, feet. Nope. Can't do any tying. And then have everyone playing come up with a punishment for you. Nope. I feel like we have a good chunk of punishments, but we'll keep it going on the podcast broadcast and we'll filter through a couple more. And then we're also going to kind of put together some dares and twists. But when we come back, we're going to open up the phone lines and do a round of tap out so you can win up to 5 $25 gift certificates from Mama Louisa's Italian Restaurante. What is the theme for tap out today, Chef Michael?
We're going Italian American slang.
That's right. So if you feel like you know a thing or two, forget about it.
Yeah.
And be ready to call for tap out. Coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. Don't go away. Clear. Okay. Let's see.
Going through these punishments makes me wish we could just punish people that lose any game, regardless if it's,
That's true.
make it a little higher stakes.
Yeah.
I like the comment somebody said, what if they're going commando?
Yeah, what if they're going commando? Well, then we out them for going commando. And yes, this podcast is a production meeting podcast, which I'm all about. All right, so and it's promotion for tonight. And Todd, I hope to see you there. I'm inviting you personally. Let's see. Every time someone else gets a penalty, you must join them in doing it the rest of the game. No, ooh. Actually, that is kind of like a curveball. If you fail their penalty, you must lose a set of points.
Yeah, that one could be good.
Okay. Imitate another player of your choice for the rest of the game. Do not break character, even on your next turns, unless the card tells you to. I don't know. It's easier to be able to do that when you know all the people playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless somebody's got like a super.
So I'd be like, hi, I'm Beef Vegan.
What's
up, yo, Tucson?
Do the loudest, longest moan you possibly can.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
You got a Beef Vegan impression, Michael?
No.
No?
Everybody has one.
Everybody has one.
Yeah, it's going there. Yeah, I can't do it.
What the fuck was that, dude?
That was like a Steve-O, actually.
That was worse than Steve-O. That
It's
sounded like my
hard.
last breath.
It's much easier to just do.
I'm not.
Steve-O.
I just can't get raspy.
You know, people
Maybe in
keep
the
saying,
morning,
I don't
when
think
I
I
first
sound
wake
like
up.
Steve-O. Let's
No,
see.
definitely not.
Yeah, but that's what the internet says. All right, so you shove one of your socks into your mouth for at least 5 seconds.
Oh.
If you don't have socks, use another player's socks.
Woo! Someone will have socks.
I could just. I give me the.
Oh, I'd gag. Big gag. All right, just one more. Well, we're not doing this one, but great. Slide your finger in between your butt cheeks and smell it.
Or make somebody else smell it.
Wait, what in your butt cheeks?
Slide your finger in between your butt cheeks and smell it. I'm not going to do that at St. Philip's Plaza, but, you know,
Gross.
Yum.
yum is
I,
correct.
I think everyone would rather choose the sock than the finger
Yeah.
down the crack.
Oh, my God, yes. So we didn't
that's
even
a
get
tough
through.
decision though. Like that's how much I don't like.
Right. Well, we didn't even get through half of these. So that's what we're going to be doing as far as our punishments for tonight. And then we'll get more for the next round. Of course, beef game's going down tonight, but
Todd, are you going to be there? Yes or no?
yeah, say yes.
Just
dude.
say yes.
Yeah, you and your wife should come out, have a good time. We got some other streamers that are joining us. Not everyone's going to be able to make it, but it's going to be a blast. And, we had such a good time last time, and definitely I want you a part of it, Todd, just as a friend. But I know, I get if, it's a social event, and I get the anxiety that comes along with that as well. All right, so we're getting ready for.
You don't have to play games if you come to beef games, You
Yo,
just come hang out.
Well, that's the thing too, because we have a raffle just for people who don't want to play and just win prizes. And we have a shit ton of prizes, lots of gift certificates, free oil changes, just gift cards and stuff. I would have you participate, but that's the only one stipulation that Granted Union said. No restaurants that are kind of competing restaurants, right? Like if they're a sit-down restaurant, no. If they're fast casual, okay. So that's where that went. Or I would have Rico hit you up. Yeah, I know. You're like, come on, Grant.
Pizza.
I know. All right, let's talk about what you brought in. Actually, while we have the chance, why don't you pull up those? Show the stream what we got.
Little show and tell. We got some Joe's Special signature dish of the restaurant. 70 years, no big deal. Homemade pasta, 120 pounds of that a day. Our house-made red sauce, we do about 45 gallons of that every other day.
Damn.
Wow.
We don't play with that stuff.
Right.
Layered with hot pepper seeds, garlic and oil, some special Wisconsin cheese so it melts nice and right.
Oh, dude. Yeah, Joe's pasta is the best. The best, dude.
Simplicity at its finest.
Yeah, you brought
The
two of
smell.
those?
Yeah, I brought two,
nice,
one for
nice.
each of you.
I love it.
Mm.
Well, I'll tell you what. Earlier this morning, Kendall and I covered this. So we're going to get ready for tap out and get a couple of bites of the shows. So stick around. We'll be right back. KFMA, it's Beef Vegan Presents. Welcome back to the show. It's now 6:15 and time for your morning moron. Quick question. You ever get it on with a trash can?
No, never desire the smell.
No, I'm talking about metaphorically.
Oh,
like
yeah,
in
garbage.
hindsight, you're like, yeah, he was a garbage person. He was a
yeah.
trash can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sadly, yes.
Okay, so me too. And in some cases, apparently, I was the said trash can.
Mhm.
All right, the morning moron today is someone who got caught having sex with a trash can. Literally, not metaphorically. I was just trying to make it relatable, and
Yeah, it's like Oscar the Grouch got it on Sesame Street. What?
that would be weird though because you live inside that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so it was a man from Scotland. He's been ordered to complete 50 hours of unpaid work after pleading guilty to public indecency outside of a business on Mill Street. It was on Halloween. His name's Craig. He was spotted by a neighbor with his jeans around his ankles, thrusting at a wheelie bin. Now, look, I've heard the analogy like throwing a hot dog down the hallway, and I imagine you can't feel nothing. Imagine trying to just put your D in a trash bin. That's a pretty big trash bin. And either he is the girth master or he is hitting those walls hard. Either way, I just don't see the appeal.
You're going to have to see a doctor after that experience. That's all I know.
Oh, yeah, you're going to catch something. It's not going to be necessarily like herpes, but more like scurvy. Anyways, the witness described it as having sex with the bin. And he was seen eating cardboard out of it as well. I guess, is that oral? I don't know. Anyways.
Oh, God.
Officers arrived to find him in his boxer shorts and then steady on his feet, so he got rocked by the trash bin. He claimed he had his pants down to show officers his injuries. And his defense solicitor, I guess it's his attorney, noted that he has an unusual background and conduct without elaborating. Be like, yeah, we caught him having sex with a trash can. We know. Now the sheriff spared him on the spot, spared him on the spot on the sex offenders registry. Spared him.
Why?
I don't know. Well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily a victim, with the exception of an inanimate object. And
people walking by.
Honestly, if I walk by in that scenario, I'm not even offended. It's like the zoo at some point. I'm just amazed. And honestly, it'd be hilarious. Like, this dude is really getting on with the trash can. And that is a metaphor for most relationships out there, honestly. But he just did it literally so maybe he's dated a few trash cans metaphorically in his past, and then he developed a fetish, and he's like, I miss her. He came across a dumpster. It's like, it reminds me of her. Oh.
Light it on fire.
Oh, man. Yeah. So anyways, I mean, getting caught or, just having sex with an actual dumpster is definitely going to make you a more than one. Rock 102.1 KFMA, it's Beef Vegan Presents, hanging out here with Kendall on this Thursday morning. Beef games happening tonight, St. Phyllis Plaza.
That's right.
Kendall's going to get you caught up with some headlines in case you missed them. What's been catching your attention in the news here, Miss Kendall?
Well, if you didn't know, AI is everywhere.
Oh, I know.
But did you know that a Buddhist group has ordained a humanoid robot named Gabby?
Damn it, man. Even robots can be Buddhist now and more Zen than us.
Yeah, there's a picture on the article, and it's seriously like a full-on robot and like a full monk outfit. Buddhist monk outfit.
Well, you can dress anything up like a monk, right?
It is bizarre looking. It is strange.
Oh, you know what? I'll pull it up right now so we can see it later on the podcast broadcast. It does look weird. So
it's almost like exactly like the robot that Melania walked out with a few weeks ago.
Yes.
About taking over education.
Yeah.
Basically, it looks like the same robot.
Yeah.
I think it is, actually. Now that I think
it's
about
the 1.0. These are the
Is it?
humanoid robots that are now, I guess, because coming everywhere. Like, everyone can afford them and get them. They're kind of like Kias. So, yeah, that's...
we're officially in the Clone Wars, people.
I mean, they kind of look Clone War-esque, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It's like right now they're friendly and they're chill and they're like, yeah, you can dress me up however and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, look at me. I'm your little clown. And then one day they're just going to be like,
unnatural.
you know what? Enough is enough. I'm the master now.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a Master Jedi already in the whole getup. I'm not okay with this. I'm
All
very
right.
disturbed.
Yeah, so even if it's a monk, you don't think a monk robot would be nicer?
Mm-mm.
Terrified of them all. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, what else gets your attention?
All right, so the price tag for colonizing Mars might start at just a little $80 billion, according to Elon Musk specifically.
Okay, so he's just like, yeah, a week's worth of pay. I mean, it's not a big deal for him or even any of these governments. We seem to blow through $80 billion pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure this little excursion that we're having in Iran cost us that much so far. So, all right,
Yeah.
not bad.
Not bad for colonizing a whole nother planet.
And you're talking
you know?
human monies too, which I guess would be irrelevant when you start going planet hopping to other places or returning back home, as some would believe.
Well, what's also interesting to me is that Elon Musk is also wanting full control. The
Of
80
course.
billion and full control.
Bro,
Can you
dude.
imagine an Elon Musk running Mars?
Yeah, I could see how it would be just based off the way he runs Tesla and Twitter, dude. So yeah, he doesn't want to help humanity evolve or survive. He just wants to rule a planet.
Yeah, legalized humanity. Let's go to Mars.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, would you visit or be a resident on Elon World?
No, but I would visit the moon and back. Just that's my limit for space travel, I think.
I mean, even that's a long trip, dude. He's going to rename Mars X if he ends up buying Mars.
That's true.
Yeah, dude. And you can't just, again, I don't think human money, American money, international money, should, be able to buy other planets. I think once you get into like the galaxy, then your fake currency does not apply.
It's more like first dibs, first come, first serve.
Look, yeah.
Who gets there?
Especially, there's been a lot of alien talk. So if there are aliens, I'm sure they would interject and be like, sorry, even though you're one of us, you still can't buy this planet.
Right.
What else is catching your attention?
So there's a lot of wearable tech out there, the smartwatches, Aura rings, earbuds, but now there's a beanie that might be able to read your thoughts.
Oh.
And that it will be able to translate your thoughts into text on a separate device.
Don't want that. I mean, there's a lot of things I think that I don't say. And they're usually like sexualized in nature or just stupid. I mean, imagine you hear the things that come out of my mouth. We're like, what an idiot. Just imagine the things I'm thinking. Way dumber. I'm filtering these things. I'm putting my best foot forward with the words coming out of my mouth. The things I think they're not, they're just dumb.
Well, luckily for you, it's a beanie hat. It's not just like a baseball cap or
something. I rock
something.
beanies.
You do?
You haven't seen me rock a beanie in a while, skull caps in particular, but I've gone seasons rocking beanies. That was my look, but I'm back to the backwards cap because that's, timeless in my mind.
Yeah, I love a beanie too, but this seems very unnecessary. I will not be wearing this.
Not yet. I mean, eventually it'll be mandatory. All right, a couple headlines here to get you caught up with the news. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Get ready to start calling 600 KFMA, 605-362, because we're going to do another round of Tap Out with Chef Michael Elefante from Mama Louisa's Italian Restaurante. You were just saying that you got yourself a new slushy machine, so you're working on like slush flavors and alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of trial and error.
Yeah, so you're trying some cactus cooler right now.
Yeah, that's like the big one. I want to bring back the cactus cooler soda.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to make it from scratch, not, open up cans and just add vodka or whatever. We're going to make it. So,
nice. True chef style, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Luis on the stream, I already got people calling and blowing up. Luis on the stream said he waited over 2 hours on that 70th anniversary where you got 70% off. Now he's addicted. And has to hit it like a week. I mean, Joe's Spaghetti ruins spaghetti for everywhere else, right? Like, it's so good that you're like, this ain't Joe's. That's insane. All right, so our theme for Tap Out today is going to be Italian American slang. So if you think you know a thing or two, now's the time to call 600 KFMA, 605-362. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tap Out.
The only game where you can quit and win. Think you have what it takes to last 5 rounds? Let's find out. Beef Vegan presents Tap Out.
All right, let's find out who's on line 1. Rock 102.1, what's your name?
Hello, this is Heather.
Hey, Heather. Good morning to you. All right, so Heather, if you could answer the $25 question, you're going to be our contestant. You only have 5 seconds to do so. And then if you are a contestant, then you have 5 more opportunities to keep on getting $25 gift certificates with a grand total of $125 to Mama Louisa's. But you got to know what the $25 question is. Are you familiar with Italian slang?
Not really, but we're going to try it out.
All right, let's try it out. 5 seconds on the clock. We'll begin. Chef Michael's going to ask you this question. We'll start off with the top there.
All right, so I'm going to give you a word, the Italian slang. You got to give me the real word. First one.
Okay.
Mozzarella.
Oh, that's tough.
I have no idea.
Oh, Heather. Thank you for trying. You're going to kick yourself when you hear the answer, but thank you. Let's go to line 2. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
This is Pete.
Pete? Pete.
Yeah.
All right, Pete. All right. So Chef Michael's going to give you an Italian slang word. You got to tell us what that word means. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella? You're drunk.
Starts with an M.
You're a woman drunk.
No, you ran out of time there, Pete. Thank you for trying. So funny. And the
I
way you
this
said
would
it,
be the first easiest one.
No, I know. I thought you were going to go on the top of the list there. I think that was the easy one. But, I knew a lot of these. Rock 102.1, what's your name?
Jeff.
All right, Jeff.
I'll
All
start
right,
with the
now
first
I
one.
like how Pete answered, moves the deal. Like the way he said it like a cowboy. I'm like, you're not going to get this, Pete.
You basically said the word right now already.
Yeah. It's close. All right, Jeff, do you know the answer to the $25 question?
Is it mozzarella?
Yeah.
That is correct. Yes,
Nailed it.
absolutely. So with that said, Jeff, you are going to be our contestant. Now, for every word he throws out, you got to give us that correct answer. If you do, you're going to score yourself another $25 gift certificate. But if you don't know the answer, you must tap out before the 5-second clock runs out. Are you ready for your $50 question?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
Prosciutto.
What does prosciutto mean?
Prosciutto.
That is correct.
Sounded like you said prosciutto for a second.
We'll get him on technicality, but no, you're correct there. Prosciutto. All right, there you go. You order a lot of Italian foods, and when you do you do the slang way?
I do love prosciutto. I know that for a fact.
Okay. Yeah. It was easy. And, you know, I mean, honestly, it's like sometimes you just do a little abbreviation. That's the Italian way. Forget about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just leave a couple letters off.
Yeah.
Can we get a hint? Is it all food words?
No.
No.
There's a couple others.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Come on,
I had
bro.
to put a couple food.
I got a
but-
few in mind. I'm waiting to hear them.
There's some curveballs. There's no curse words, though. That's important to note.
That's
We are
right.
live on the air. So let's
Yeah.
get into our $75 question. All right. Good luck to you, Jeff. Here we go.
This one's one of my favorites. Gabagool.
Gabagool. What does that mean?
Oh, I know it, but tap out. Oh, I can't think of it.
Oh, there it is.
Got him.
Tapped out. You know,
The
and
gabagool. Give me the gabagool. It's
The Sopranos
oh, God. I
made
wanna
it
see if I
famous.
I don't know.
You know, it's crazy. The Sopranos made it famous. So many people know that word, but don't know what it is, but also eat it all the time because it's delicious. Tell them what it is, Chef Michael.
That'd be the Capicola.
Capicola. It's the
Spicy
gabagool.
Hey.
You know,
Spicy meat.
yeah, they get that
Gabagool
spicy
with
meat.
the peppers.
Well, you know, 2 gift certificates have your name on them, Jeff. I need you to give me 3 numbers between 1 and 10 for our scavengers so they could pick up a $25 gift certificate to Mama Louisa's Italian American cuisine, but I call it Italian Restaurante. So with that said, what 3 numbers do you want?
Well, for my kids, 6, 7, and 9.
All right, there you go. 6, 7, 9. Give us a call right now. Be a scavenger. Pick up a gift certificate courtesy of Chef Michael and Jeff. And we're going to hit the reset and be back with more right after this. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear.
I was
Excellent.
hoping he was going to make it a little bit.
I know.
Had some good ones.
I want to
next.
know the other words. Are we
Well,
gonna
we
do that
will.
for
We're
the
going to do that right
scavengers?
after this.
Okay.
But let me get everyone's information. And for the streamers, we did this. Check it out. When we come back, we're going to play a game and give you the first opportunity to win tickets for Meet the Chefs going down May 17th at Desert Diamond Sayurita. There, you could feast like a king with 17 great chefs all competing to be the next Iron Chef and samples galore. So those tickets up for grabs next and Be Vegan Presents. So don't go away. Yes, Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Be Vegan Presents. You should know by now that my young friend Kendall, she's always on the TikTok coming across the life hacks. And when she comes across a decent life hack, she'll immediately cross-reference, do the research, and find out whether or not it's a good life hack or all BS. It's time for another round of TikTok Tells Me. What did TikTok tell you this week here, Kendall?
So TikTok is spreading an old rumor. I don't know if you've heard this before, that you swallow 8 spiders in a year in your sleep.
Yeah, I've heard this before, and I felt like it's been debunked several different times. Sometimes I've come across pieces being like it's actually more. Sometimes I come across saying it's actually less. The other day, I woke up in the morning. And I was feeling kind of like out of it, or just I think my leg was giving me an issue. But then I walked across my bed and my dresser, and there was a single cobweb like strewn across from the dresser to the bed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like it. And I was like, oh no, I had a spider in my bed. Like it jumped onto my bed, you know, kind of like Spider-Man its way onto my bed. Maybe it's inside me. I don't know.
I also found a spider in my bed last week. I was changing the sheets. I had a guest staying.
Okay.
And I was like, I hope this fella doesn't come back and visit her later. I actually killed him, though. I felt really guilty.
What kind of spider?
I think it was a little tiny yellow one.
Okay, those
and
are fine.
I know.
They're
I should have
annoying. They're fine.
released
Those
it.
are the type of spiders that you would eat, though. Those are the type of spiders that would crawl into your ears as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That also really gives me the creeps, thinking I'd rather a spider crawl into my mouth than my ear.
Yeah, no, I know that there's a reason for spiders, and it's good to kind of, like keep your insects down around the house. But when it comes to spiders, I'm Captain Kill 'em all. I see one, I kill them.
Men hate spiders. Men are so scared of spiders.
It's not that I'm scared of them, but don't approach my territory. I'll show you who's boss. Captain Kill 'em all. Anyways, do we eat spiders or no?
No.
All right.
You were right. It's misleading. In fact, I read that there was a journalist in the 90s that created an article and this claim to demonstrate how rapidly fake facts will spread.
Yeah.
Which has done nothing for us now at this stage in life.
No,
I don't know if they're alive to see where we're at now, but
it was a piece ahead of its time, and all it did was teach the media that they could do this and rapidly grow success, and continue to misinform the public, and we'll fall for all of it. The more like frightening or enraging it is, then the more it spreads, which should be a reminder that if you read some news and your first emotional instinct is to be scared or angry, then they may be lying to you, or they may be exaggerating, and you need to take a step back and really dive deep into referencing the sources and quote unquote do the research to really find out what's at the bottom of it. But I feel like in my life I've just come to a point where, like, if I see a story immediately and it makes me mad, then right off the bat, I'm suspect that it's not real.
I totally thought this was legit. I had no idea it was fake.
Yeah, again, because it triggers your emotional responses.
Well, it's just because it's so many people like mouth breathe,
Yeah.
And you're snoring in your sleep. So how would you know?
I know, but see, and that's the thing.
And the little tiny ones, like you said, it's like those are the ones I thought you were swallowing every year.
Yeah, but with my apnea, I mouth breathe so hard that I'm blowing anything out of it, like going against the wall. If I wake up in the morning and I see like 5 spiders splattered against the wall, then I know that my apnea did its job. So anyways, long story short, it is not true. You do not swallow 8 spiders a year on average. All right, what's something else that TikTok told you?
There's another urban legend that TikTok is continuing to spread, which is that gum stays in your stomach for 7 years.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
If you swallow your gum.
Right.
That it'll stay there because your body can't digest it.
Yeah, and that's not true. So I have a bad habit of sometimes sleeping with gum in my mouth.
What?
Oh yeah, I've done it. I could just put it in the side of my mouth, and sometimes I wake up with fresh breath. Sometimes the gum kind of disintegrates in my mouth. I know it's not good for like your teeth and it's the cavities and stuff. But like, say if it was like dates and hooking up with a girl like at the beginning, and then you go to bed with gum in your mouth and you forget about it and you wake up.
So
in the morning.
It's not intentional. You just forget it's there.
Yeah, I kind of put it to the side, kind of like a zen.
Weird.
Nah, I mean, it's ability that I was able to, develop over the years. And so anyways, but my point is, I know that the gum, if I keep it in my mouth too long, has disintegrated, right? So like, over time, if I keep gum in my mouth for like 20 hours, it will turn into less gum.
This is disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Hours.
Look, I'm not saying I'm not a disgusting guy. I'm not doing this show to be like, hey ladies, look at it. It's the world's least disgusting guy. I'm brutally honest. This is reality. But with my studies, Kendall.
Right. Your research.
Yes, I have had gum disintegrate in my mouth because I've kept it in my mouth for that long. I am a gross man, but I know this for fact. So if it disintegrates in my mouth, if I swallow it, it's donezo, And I'm pretty sure that I've pooped bubbles before. So like I pass gum.
That would be really fun. I wish we could poo bubbles. That would be fun. It should be much better than what comes out now.
Okay. Yes, you're supposed to be the resident hot chick, not the gross chick. I'm the gross one. But long story short, I think that's nonsense. Gum does not stay in your stomach, especially for 7 years. I think it's highly digestible. What say you?
Well, it won't digest completely, but it doesn't stay in your stomach. Your body flushes it out just like with everything else.
Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, when you're like, you might see it later on and be like, oh yeah, there's that piece of gum I ate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I want to say like Bazooka Joe or Buzz Puka Joe. I'm trying to put poop into a brand of gum. What's a brand of gum that I could put the word poo into?
Poopzooka, right?
Yeah, nobody eats that. So what's something else?
What's the one with there's like a metal duck. He's got like a nose ring in it.
Oh, I don't need hardcore. We're back. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. I interrupted the TikTok tells me from this morning, but basically what happened was we started we were talking about if you swallow gum, does it stay in your stomach for 7 years? And then and it doesn't, you end up, passing it. And then I started coming up with poo gum or poo gum puns. And it was just like a throwaway joke. But then I was like, if you got any, give us a call. Phone lines blew up, dude. And so many people were calling in with that for the next 15 minutes. I was getting emails. I was getting DMs. I'm like, all right, this is enough of this, dude.
Yeah, Jesus.
And there's so many times doing a radio show, right? We're trying to engage with the people. We want people to participate. And so I ask questions all the time. And I put together I'll spend an hour on a piece and then be like, what say you? And crickets. And then I just say, give me a poo gum brand. And it's like, I got you, fam. That everybody came out.
Oh, my God.
It
doesn't surprise me.
I know. Well, you know what? There are people, and that's what I love about it. We had a good time laughing about it. Hey, did you see the new Christopher Nolan, Matt Damon trailer for the Odyssey?
No.
That came out. I'll show you here a little bit of it. It's fantastic. Of course, Christopher Nolan, one of the greatest directors of all time. And it's, arguably, but I think, if you look at his entire resume, you're just like, yeah, those are all the best movies ever made, So he's back. Matt Damon is back. And then, fans picked up on somewhat of a theme in Matt Damon's career that I don't know if it was on purpose, but in retrospect, you're like, these are the only roles you choose. And what that is the Matt Damon universe, the cinematic universe of Matt Damon, is where his character is someone who's trying to get home. In each and every movie, Matt Damon's just trying to get home. He's just trying to find his way home. I'll give you examples, right? If you remember Saving Private Ryan, so just a guy at war trying to go home. Interstellar, trying to go home. Elysium, he's trying to go home. The Martian, he's stuck on Mars trying to go home. And now the Odyssey, his character is just trying to go home. Matt Damon has been lost. He's just trying to find himself and get home this entire time.
Poor guy.
That's the universe of Matt Damon and his legacy. When it's all said and done, you're going to look back at his entire, if you do a Matt Damon marathon, you're like, man, this guy he's still not home. He's just homeless. Homeless Matt Damon. Poor guy, right? But yeah, I do want to show you this, and I know it's not going to be great radio, so we're going to wrap things up with a beef tip after these words. But on the podcast broadcast, we're going to react to the new trailer by Christopher Nolan and Matt Damon, The Odyssey. It's a film that's coming out this summer. People already sold out the IMAX tickets for it. A lot of buzz behind this film, and it should be a good one. So you can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan, and keep it right here. Let's be back after music from Weezer. All right, so that was a quick little break there. And
is Matt Damon the one who played Jason Bourne?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. In that situation, is he trying to get home? Yeah, a little bit, maybe. It's Jason Bourne just trying to live his life.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah, it wasn't an example, but yeah, I think it's close. Let's check this out, though. I think you're going to be a fan of this movie.
Tell me what you remember.
I was saving a private named Ryan.
How long is this movie going to be?
17 hours.
The sun.
Well, this is I was thinking Odyssey is futuristic.
We won.
No,
very
yeah, Odyssey.
It's ancient Rome. You know what? That makes sense because even in the past 2 years, studies have shown that men think about ancient Rome more than anything. It's weird. I don't. But apparently it's very common for a man to just think about the times of ancient Rome.
My lover does.
See, that's weird.
I'm going to send you this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's a YouTube guy.
Okay.
And he tells stories about like ancient Rome, ancient battles from like the Persians, the Prussians, like all of these old
300 style shit. Yeah,
bro. And but he tells like the real story behind him, but then he has like AI generated like hand drawings.
Okay.
In it that show it. It's so good.
Okay. Well, I mean, normally I don't think about ancient Rome is my point. You're like, I'll get you something that will make you think of it.
I'll get you into it.
I feel like there was a phase though where we had a lot of that kind of content in movies coming out.
Yeah,
and then it
Gladiator.
dissipated.
Yeah,
like 300, and that dissipated. But now maybe this is like we're back on the incline for.
I love it
for Roman, films.
Yeah, I do want to add Todd's suggestion for the poo gum gushers, just gushers. That's good enough. I know.
That's candy.
No, I know. Fair enough. Let's check this out.
Help me go home.
Help me go home.
Squeeze it right off the bat. Nailed it.
This is a household waiting for master.
Everyone's in this. That's Robert Pattinson. Tom Holland.
I want you to choose me.
You.
Who, Holland or Patton?
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Was that the guy from Twilight?
Robert Patton, yeah, and Batman. But yeah, and then Tom Holland's, of course, Spider-Man. So Spider-Man and Batman are crossing universes to be in the Odyssey together. And then Christopher Nolan directed the Batman trilogy, DC, right? And what's her name? The hot one right there that we're looking at, Anne Hathaway, was Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's been a superhero.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
Except for Matt Damon.
I was just wondering.
He's Jason Bourne. He doesn't need to be a superhero.
True. He's a super spy like James Bond. Okay.
No, he's not.
Fucking Gollum's in it.
Yeah. How did they get that license?
What would he do if he came back here and find all these suitors in his house?
Is that from The Pest? In that?
John Leguizamo?
Yeah, John Leguizamo.
It's funny I was thinking that, dude. I don't think it is.
Totally John Leguizamo, dude.
I don't know,
Such
dude.
a good actor.
I love that guy,
all you
dude.
refer to him as still is The Pest.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
You're pining for a daddy. You didn't even know. Like some sniveling bastard.
Robert Pattinson is such an amazing actor. He really is. I mean, it took me a while to get over him for, Twilight.
From
I
being a
hated
disco
that.
ball.
He hates it too.
From him being a disco ball. That's still all I see. That is John Leguizamo, dude.
Shit, you think?
That is. There's no way
yeah,
that's
it
not.
definitely is. Yeah.
Well, good for Legs. That's how I call him. I call him Legs.
Suitors in his house.
And he dies.
You're pining for a daddy. You didn't even know.
High school bully type shit back in the day.
Like some sniveling bastard.
Who's looking after your wife and son?
Yeah, I totally forgot Matt Damon was in this. I mean, we see so many other clips. Like, oh yeah, Matt Damon, you're still in this. Yeah. I'm trying to find you.
My dad is coming home.
Oh.
Bringing vengeance. Bringing it all.
It again?
Even in the Roman Empire, they're like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see Matt Damon in like a role that Gerard Butler should be, though. Like, if you're like a Spartan soldier back in the day, like you just think Gerard Butler.
Yeah, but they weren't as buff as Gerard Butler was. It was before HGH, you know?
Right.
So it's
Natural.
Still, like you just, it's like, damn, look at that big old dude.
Yeah, no, they
That's
got
a tummy,
they got
bro.
giants, dude. This is gonna be awesome.
I need everyone at this party dead. I can still save them.
You're a man who needs to control his fate. But you cannot control this. That world is gone.
No one could stand between me and home. Not even the gods. Keep us straight!
Buzz behind this movie is real. A lot of people are very excited about this and been excited about this project for a couple of years now. As we get closer to the release date and you see a trailer like this, you got to think to yourself, it might supersede and surpass the buzz and the hype that's going into the Odyssey. I can't wait to see this movie. It's crazy.
I'd never heard of it until just now.
Yeah,
You're
I didn't
welcome.
realize they were putting this out.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's what we're here to inform, entertain, and do poo jokes involving gum. And I
Gushers.
feel like, I think we hit all the boxes. Oh, of course, and point people in the right direction and get some good grub. And thank you all the scavengers who picked up all the gift certificates. Mama Louisa's Italian Restaurante. You got to definitely let me know once you get the slushy all handled.
It'll be up tomorrow.
Okay,
I'm gonna make a video. I'll have it up today. I'm gonna work on it today. It'll be running tomorrow.
I love it.
Good to go.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're back on the air. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Almost out of time, but obviously, thank you guys for listening. First and foremost, and we would love to see you tonight at Beef Games at St. Philip's Plaza. We had Chef Casey in from El Corral. That was amazing. You could see him and taste his delicacies, not only at El Corral but meet the chefs May 17th. At Desert Diamond Sayurita. And of course, Chef Michael from Mama Louisa's, who's working on some nice, delicious cocktails to go along with his fantastic historic menu of family tradition since 1956. And the state even recognized Mama Louisa's, right?
Yeah.
With what?
We got a proclamation read on the house floor. It was pretty cool. Recognizing the restaurant for 70 years of community service. And
That's awesome.
Yeah,
slanging food and Joe special. So
it's a Tucson tradition. In fact, actually, Kendall's grandmother said she used to go to Mama Louisa's. Why?
It was when she had her husband was in the Vietnam War.
In Nam.
Back in Nam.
And then her parents would take her too as a kid, she said, as well. So
it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Love family-owned restaurants, and that's what I love about this city. A lot of family-owned restaurants. But you got to check out one of the longest running and greatest Italian restaurants, Mama Louisa's. So thank you so much, Chef Michael. All right, tonight, Beef Games goes down. Sign-up start at 6 o'clock. The game starts at 7. Again, thousands of dollars worth of prizes that we're giving away. And even if you don't want to play, you could still win as we're raffling off prizes throughout the night. And if you don't even want to win, you will have a good time. This show is hilarious and it's built to entertain. So hope to see you there. Until then, drive safe, ride safe, and rock local. Later. Almost stuck the landing. Almost. I was like,
9.5.
9.5. Nice. Solid. Okay. All right, we'll see you guys tonight. Share the flyers.
Your teeth.
Babuski.